over to you guys. Okay,
Okay.
you're good. You're recording.
Awesome. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We were like all on maybe like 25 of us on a separate link. And we're like, where is everyone? But I am excited to be here tonight and chat with you guys. For those that don't know me, my name is Katy Crum. And just to quickly condense my story very fast, I've been coaching for 6 years now. I started as a customer. I needed to lose weight, fell in love with Beachbody, and wanted a discount on Shakeology, became a coach, and a year later left my full-time job, and really the rest is history. And I really just am so grateful for this business for giving me so much life. And I think that that's so important, that we need to remember that Beachbody should never be your life, consuming every ounce of your life. It should really just truly give you so much life. And it really has changed my family in so many ways. And I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. And I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about traction marketing and really just how I present myself on social media, and give you guys some examples. Nothing crazy, like tangible A, B, C, D. This is how I do this, and go off and it's the secret sauce. It's really just reminding you guys how to really just stay authentic and true to yourself, and how important that is. I think that so often people think I'll be successful when the timing is right, or I'll be successful when I look a certain way or feel a certain way, or if I had kids, or if I didn't have kids. Like whatever it is that you're telling yourself that is the reason that you're not really where you want to be yet, is really just not true. And the only flip of a switch that you need to make is deciding that you are going to really figure out who you are. And again, being so freaking authentic and being so real and relatable to others, so that you can inspire them to join you in some way or another. Just figuring out what that, if you guys have seen the color wheel, I know it's floated around so much in the network about figuring out what is important to you and the things you talk about and what you share, and really being so specific in that, because I see so often that there's coaches that are absolutely killing it on their fitness journey, and they share so well. They show up, they work out, they post about it, they invite on their stories or whatever it is, but that's all they're posting. And it's just fitness, 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 fitness. And the thing that's lacking, that is going to relate people and attract people to you or to them, is those other aspects of your life, and deciding on how you're going to open up and let people in different areas of your life. So I asked on my Instagram earlier, I said like, hey, I'm just doing like a little bit of research, calling it, so your comment pop up, like Christmas shopping. Yes, of course, all Christmas right now. I'm just telling my Instagram like crazy right now, like just look away if you don't agree with putting Christmas trees up, because I am like covered in glitter and fake snow every day this week putting Christmas trees up. So I asked my Instagram today, I said, I'm just doing a little bit of research on why you guys follow me. If you could just take 2 seconds and answer. And I haven't looked at these, and it's probably be a little uncomfortable to read some of these, like I'm saying like, oh, look, all why all these people love to follow me, but it has a point, and I want to prove to you guys at the end. So some of the things people said is that I love your honesty, I love your personality, your transformation motivates me, you make me laugh, our kids are the same age, fellow Beachbody coach, and love how you're unapologetically yourself. I love your dogs, I love the variety that you share, fashion, fitness, food, home, mom life, you're real AF, you're honest. This one made me laugh. I just saw it pop up. It says, I've been here too long, I can't stop looking now. Your humor, your realness, your baby, love watching him grow. I think you're hilarious and honest. I love your doodles, all things Christmas, just going on and on. And what I want you guys to take from that, I won't read all of them obviously, but is that first of all, it's variety. Not every single person said, I love to watch your Triller clips every day of you doing your workout. Not every single person said, I love to watch your son, or I love to watch your golden doodles, or I love to watch you annoy the absolute crap out of your husband. Like, there was not one thing that people consistently said, and that's a variety. And that's why I'm constantly trying to make sure I touch on all those areas. So I'm giving the people basically what they want. And so that I'm attracting people constantly to me for different reasons. And even though it has nothing to do with Beachbody or my business or inviting them to anything, it's showing my life so that at whatever moment somebody sees something that has been following for other reasons that resonates and connects with them. I can't tell you countless times where people have said, I followed along for X amount of months or X amount of years, or I started following you because we both have golden doodles. And then like a year and a half later, they're one of my coaches or something. So that connection in the beginning is just so important to have those things feel more natural. What you're doing publicly and what you're speaking about publicly about your life and things that you enjoy and love and do is going to make those private conversations so much easier, because you're opening up that when you're having those conversations about inviting and getting to know people even further in your inbox, it doesn't feel icky or weird because you are a complete open book, So, and then the second thing is that they said real and relatable. And I always appreciate that. Of course, I love when people say my son is cute, or that they like an Amazon shirt that I found and shared with them. That stuff's awesome and fun. But what really gets me excited and proud is when somebody says you're real and you're relatable, because I would not want to do this business if I had to be any other way, if I had to think I had to be somebody else or act a different way. And just being just so honest and true to that and sticking to who I am very, very, very consistently. And then what was interesting is that after I asked that on my Instagram today, I went on and I asked like 3 really controversial questions which was really funny because my mom replied to it and was like, what are you doing on your social media today? Because she knows I don't talk about controversial topics ever really. And I said, just a few more questions for research. These have nothing to do with the question itself. I'm not even going to look at who voted. But I asked them, first, do you vote Republican or Democrat? I never talk about politics. I asked, do you vaccinate your child? I asked, do you believe in God? And then I asked, just for fun, do you decorate for Christmas before or after Thanksgiving? And the thing is that looking at the numbers, those same hundreds of people that were telling me the reasons they love to follow me were the same people that were voting on those polls that shared different views than me. There was every single question, a lot of people shared different views than me, and it doesn't matter. I don't talk about those controversial topics because that's not what I'm here for, and that's not what they're here for. So we can connect on so many different ways, and people can relate to me. And it doesn't really matter about that other stuff. It doesn't matter what is going on and, politically or anything like that, because they're here for positivity and to be inspired, and that's what they want to see. And it doesn't matter that we don't connect on other levels. And I think that's just really a good reminder heading into 2020, is that just don't with politics. Just steer clear, because 50-50. And if you post that one meme that bashes the other party, you could lose 50% of your followers that love and trust you, and they're just over it that you share that one thing. So it's just really not worth it. So keeping your social media light and fun, and connecting with others on other ways that are necessary compared to those that are just truly not necessary. And then through consistency, you guys, of sharing these things, people are watchers. They watch, and some watch for a very long time. And the art of attracting people to you isn't something that I could say I've just been doing in this 6th year and it's awesome, and this is why my business is where it's at right now. I was doing this when I was a brand new coach. I had 500 followers on Instagram, because that's what feels good to me, and that's what doesn't feel icky. The idea of sitting down to send out 100 invites doesn't feel good to me. If that's what works for you, That's awesome. That doesn't feel good to me, and I don't do that. So I focus just so much more on building my brand and who I am and sharing on social media, so that when it does come time that I'm always inviting via social media to something that I have with Beachbody and always talking about it, that if again, it feels more natural to me, and I've already have my foot in the door. If they're following my social media, then to me, it doesn't feel icky. But again, going back, people are watchers and they really are listening, even though if you don't think that they are. And if you're a brand new coach and you feel like, you know, you've been doing this for like 3 months or something and just nobody's committed yet, the second you throw the towel in, somebody that has been, or a handful of people that have been watching you are like, where'd she go? Like, what do you mean? I was just about to join her, and why is she not posting about that anymore? It always makes me laugh. A good example is have you ever gone in public and somebody random says, oh, I saw your family dressed up as Toy Story characters for Halloween. That was so cute. And I'm like, I didn't even know that that person had Instagram. Like, they're watching, they're absolutely looking at your social media, and people are following along with that journey. And when you guys are talking on your social media, really, it's your social media is your storefront and your platform to build your brand and to show people who you are and to build your business. But truly, it's really not about you, which sounds weird. It's about the people that you're talking to and trying to connect and relate with. When I'm posting and when I'm sharing something real or vulnerable, I'm thinking about the people that are going to be watching. I'm thinking about the pain points that I can hit on and hope that it's a good time for somebody that really needed to hear it. So pain points are talking about basically objections, like talking about people that say that, you know, they don't have enough time, or, you know, talking to a postpartum mom, or talking to somebody that dreads working out, or whatever it is. Like, just talking about those things that people are probably already thinking about and combating those objections up front on your social media always works really well for me, because always people are like, that's me, like, that's, you know, that's been my excuse, and maybe it's the time for them. And if it's not the time, that's okay. No, never a no forever. Hey, can everybody mute your line? Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of background thing. And it's not a no forever. Follow-ups are so key. And that's something, again, that just goes back to people being watchers, that if the timing isn't right for them at that first initial conversation, or even the second, third, or fourth, that maybe, you know, when the time is right for them, they're going to hop on. And again, that goes back to you being consistent and showing up and not lapsing, and showing them that you're here to give them, you know, an opportunity for, whether that be in your group or the coaching opportunity at any time. For example, so my journey that I'm in, and again, I said I've been a coach for 6 years. I've gone through a lot of life changes in the last 6 years. I moved a couple times. I got married. I had my son. But the season that I've been in recently, the last couple months, was I was in the Morning Meltdown test group. Amazing results. I did 2B Mindset and Morning Meltdown. Gotten the absolute, I think I was in better shape than I was actually before I had my son, when I ended that. And then I started my second round of Morning Meltdown with my challengers, and my limit was hit of doing the same workout. I was over it. I had been doing the same workout for too long. I had to switch it up. So I believe that it's just smart business wise to always be trying something that we are launching. My business is very much based around launches. I just think it's smart to show people what we have to offer that's new and exciting. We have an entire huge library of amazing workouts, but that's just how the market is. It's like the shiny new object of like what's happening and what's new. So it is smart to at least give what we have a shot. So, and that goes with our nutrition stuff, you guys, too. Like, if you've never done the ultimate reset, if you've never done a 3-day refresh, if you've never tried beach bars or any of the other supplements, like, try it, try them all. It's just like a girl that works at Sephora. She maybe has tried every single piece of makeup that they have to offer. And there's some that she likes and that she doesn't like, and she continues to do the ones she likes, but she's tried it because that's her job, to sell makeup to those people. So I decided to start the work when the work launched, and I just couldn't vibe with it, you guys. And I have no shame in saying that, but there was like a 2-3 week span where I felt like so blah on my social media because I wasn't vibing with it, and I was like not into it, and I just like didn't know what to do. And I'm not like a quitter or anything like that. So I was just like panicking, like, I'm not loving this program right now. I think I would love it more like in the new year. Like, this just isn't the vibe I have right now. Like, I'm just not into it. And I said, what am I doing? Like, enough with that. I need to own my truth and share with my followers how I've been feeling and switch it up. You know, I gave it a shot. It didn't work for me. That's fine. So I went on my Instagram stories and I told them, you know, I just haven't been vibing with it. I've been in a crazy period of the last couple of months. I had my sister's baby and my sister-in-law's baby were born 8 days apart. It's been like a really joyous, fun time for my family. Like, I think family comes first always. But usually my life is like family, and then like business is like right here. But like the past couple months, it's just been like so much just family. And there's nothing wrong with that, to go through different seasons. But that wasn't aligning with me doing like the craziest workout program we've ever released. And I just like was not into it. So the response immediately was, it was awesome. People were telling me, I really appreciate your honesty. I really appreciate, you know, you being truthful. And I've been feeling the same way about this workout program. Like, maybe I should just switch it up, and helping people through what I was going through myself. So I ripped the Band-Aid. I'm now doing the ultimate reset, day 1. And I'm modifying 21-day fix with my sister, who's starting her postpartum journey. So that's making me happier. And even just today, day 1, like on my stories again, like I'm so happy. I'm so into it, sharing everything. And I kind of feel like revived again. So I would just give you that piece of advice that while it is, again, smart business wise to align your business with new things that we have coming out, if something isn't working for you, switch it up. There's nothing wrong with that. Just go hard with whatever you decide to switch it up with, and just be truthful, and know that your followers are going to appreciate that honesty and continue to follow you through whatever journey it is that you're on. Hey guys, can we mute your lines? I think I got that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then what I think, you guys, the key part is to just remember that being social on social media is so important when you're wanting to do more attraction marketing. If you don't even know what attraction marketing is, you guys, I should have started with that. Is it basically just means that you are vibing and connecting with others on whatever it is, and then when you are presenting your business or influencing something, they're more likely to join you or commit to whatever because they already have that trust in you. They like following you. It's kind of breaking that trust barrier already because they're loving your page and they like to read your posts and they like to watch your stories. It's not just sending mass amounts of cold invites out. So the key part to that though is that it doesn't matter, again, how many followers you have. If you're not going out and being social we'll use Instagram, for example, then it's all for nothing. Like, you have to continue to grow your network because you have these people that you're talking to, and then those people run out, and then you gotta move past it and always be growing your network. And it's something that is slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. I have had the same exact Instagram account since I had started Instagram in like 2012, well before I had, or maybe even longer than that, well before I became a coach. And like I said, I had about 500 followers when I started Beachbody, and 6 years later, I have about 20,000, which is a big number. I'm not saying it's not, but there are people that go from 500 to 100K in 3 years. It doesn't matter how fast it happens. All that matters is that it keeps growing. And it doesn't matter, again, like the rate that it is growing. It's just a matter of you connecting with more people and bringing more people onto your page, getting eyes on your page, and being seen. So if you haven't found a system that works for you yet, do that. If you aren't somebody that loves to just like, I'm definitely like more of a free-for-all person. And when I decide to sit down and work my Instagram and try to make those connections, it's definitely like more sporadic. I'm not a scheduled person, but if that's not you and you need that schedule, then this has to be crucial in your day, and figuring out when in your power hour or when in your day that you are going to dedicate solely to that, going on, looking through hashtags, finding people, following people, commenting their posts, liking their posts, and just being dang social. And if you are super new, if you're a new coach, then give using the business activity a try, because it kind of schedules those things in there for you and makes you really strict and scheduled to when you're sitting down to do your business hours, you're making sure that you're hitting everything and not missing anything. So it's a big puzzle piece to get together to get your business, moving. All right, you guys. So lastly, if you have not found your niche market, we call it, it's okay. Just sit down and evaluate. And maybe that means getting a friend to help you, a family member, a teammate, and saying, hey, what do you think when you go to my social media? Why do you like to follow me? What do you think I need more of on my page? And just evaluating and changing, because if it's not working, if what you're doing is not working, that self-evaluation is really, really important. We're our own bosses. Your upline's not going to tell you, your success partner is not going to tell you. It has to be you at the end of the day that self-evaluates, like, hey, what's going on here on my Instagram or Facebook is not working. So I need to change it up. And I know that change can be scary, but with change comes an enormous opportunity for such growth. So just the sooner that you can gut check yourself to get to that point of really figuring out who you are, who you want to be on social media, and the person that you want to connect with, and just speaking to that one person that really needs to hear what you have to offer, then the faster that your business is really going to get off and rolling and rocking. So I feel like that was kind of short and sweet, but I hope you guys took something from that. And I'm going to look at the chat. If you guys have any questions, I'll take a couple questions before we hop off. Let me see. Do you tell your customers when you don't like the program or product? Yeah, I'm very honest with that. Like, my challengers know that I hate vanilla Shakeology. I think it's the worst thing that's ever been consumed by me. I think it's disgusting. So I'm very honest about that. And I was honest again when I was talking about just not vibing with the work. I said, I'm just not in the right mindset for it. I'm just not loving it right now, but maybe in the new year, I'll give it another try. But yeah, honesty is the best thing you can do. If you were hiding that you didn't like something, it just becomes not authentic, and people can read right freaking through that. And that's what started to happen to me, is that when other people, you guys, it's crazy. Like, this is how much people are watching you. When I have followers that are checking in on me, that are like, hey, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? I'm like, enough. Like, I'm not being me. I need to change this. And I need to get back to like my excited, happy 1 million Instagram stories a day self. And I kind of wasn't being that for a little bit. And people felt that. They definitely felt that. And that just was proof that people are always watching. What else? Tips on balancing stories versus page posts. Okay, so I post way more frequently on stories. Stagnant posts on your feed, I don't do. Sometimes there's a day where I don't even post at all. And that was another thing. I didn't post on I was posting on my stories, like I think it was last week, nonstop, but I didn't post a stagnant picture on my feed for like 5 days, which was kind of a long time for me. I usually don't go more than 2 or 3 days. And 2 girls asked me if I was hiding a pregnancy. I was like, no, I'm just like hanging out with my family. Like, it's cool to take a break from social media for a little bit. But yeah, I think it's okay to go a day or two. It used to be when I started coaching, we had to post 3 to 5 times a day, 3 to 5 a day, you guys. It was awful. But we don't have to do that anymore. Just be more active on your stories. What else? Any other questions, guys? I probably missed some, but all right. Well, thank you guys for hopping on. I think Alyssa maybe has the recording, so we'll get that out to you guys. I appreciate you guys joining me, and we'll just hit it home one last time. Just be your authentic self, be you, stay true to that. Do what's making you happy and making you excited to post on social media. Social media shouldn't feel like it's a chore, it's a job. It should be fun. Keep it that way. And again, it's just a snowball effect for your business. All right, guys, talk to you later.